This is a special presentation of the Sim Racing Channel. Real racing, virtually.
What's going on, guys? Hey, how are you? Repeat back with you for another ARCS Saturday Night Showdown truck race here live from Eldora Speedway. As always, brought to you by Midwest Barbecue and Chicks and Honey out on Instagram. Go on over Chicks and Honey on Instagram. Look them up for everything you may possibly need to create your very own homestead. Again, Chicks and Honey on Instagram, as well as MidwestBarbecueEquipment.com. I'll go ahead and put their link out there in chat right now. Definitely want to give them a look. All kinds of equipment, whether you need just something very, very small or you need something big to tow behind anywhere you may be going, go on over, look them up, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Joseph McDonald's out there already in chat saying, good luck, Dylan McDonald out there on Facebook. Definitely appreciate you, Joseph. And yeah, man, welcome aboard. So we're in the middle of qualifying. Let's see if we can actually catch up with one of these drivers here. How about the 38 right now of Dylan McDonald? Catching up with him, and I'll go ahead and bring up your scoring pylon so you can see how everybody has done so far. And also, I'll go ahead and bring up your track map so you can see where everybody's is and what their position is throughout the evening. Possibly. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and reset that. A little bit of difficulty. Let's do that one more time right now. But yeah, so far, Joshua Gaiman on the pole. And looks like it's going to be Meadows, Norman, McDonald, Jones, Briault, Wright, Withers, Catania, Blankenship, Kerr, and Pinnell. We should have just a couple more come on out on track. I believe we're going to have a field of about 14 of these trucks, Chevys, Toyotas, and Ford F-150s all evening long. And I'm definitely looking forward to every single bit of it. There we go. Now our track map is coming up. Let's go ahead and fill that in with our good buddies at Roku through the Sim Racing channel on Roku TV. And I tell you what, guys and gals, if you missed the Talladega race last night, the final truck race of the preseason, man, what a phenomenal race that was. We gave away a pair of tickets to the Talladega race on October the 2nd. I believe it was Joshua, I forget what his last name was right now. Hopefully this isn't a bad omen, the 38 going ahead and parking it in victory lane. Kind of what could be prematurely, we'll have to see. But, hey, you never know. So far, the only guys that have not gone out and taken the time is going to be Thomas Andrews, Brian Ruber, and Alex Zimkowski. So we should have 15 trucks, not 14. So, hey, one more is going to make just a little bit more traffic out here on this dirt in Eldora. And, again, welcome aboard. So I think if I asked Joseph McDonald who he's pulling for, who he thinks is going to go ahead and grab the W here on dirt tonight, it's going to be the one and only Dylan McDonald in that 38. Who else do y'all have out there in chat, whether you're watching on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, or through the Sim Racing channel on Roku TV? Who do y'all have out there to come on at the end of the heat and the 50 lapper that we've got here? Who do y'all have to go ahead and take it all? I'm curious. All right, looks like Alex Zimkowski, he's going to go ahead and take his number 99 Ford F-150 out on track. Going to warm it up just a little bit, see what he's capable of, and I'm sure it'll be his very best effort. As you already see him throw it in through the corners. So it looks like that's going to be, okay, that was just coming out of the pits, down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4, all the way up on the high side. Use as much of that cushion as you can, carry just a little bit of speed off, and try to do the same exact thing for the next lap. So far, Thomas Andrews and Bryant Rupert yet to take time. The fastest time out there so far, I believe I saw, actually, I'll put the best lap. There we go. Fastest time out there right now is going to be Joshua Gaiman in his number 61 Toyota as 99, kind of throwing that thing just a little slideways. Just half a tenth off him is going to be Cody Meadows. Norman just about a tenth off. McDonald 2/10 off, right about there, tied with Byron Jones in his number 29. Briault 4/10 off, right, about the same with the 51 of Briley Wright. And then you've got Withers, Catania, Blankenship, Zimkowski, and Kerr all within a second. We just saw the 99 of Zimkowski take P number 11. Ryan Pinnell just about a second off. I have a feeling that was just, maybe he had a bad qualifying lap. Not 100% sure, but we'll see what he's capable of doing. Here is Thomas Andrews in his number 24 Exalta Silverado. Really throwing it in, going to try to get a great entrance, maybe down low, is going to let it wash up and eat. Nope, too much wheel, it's going to go around, and I don't think he took his fastest time. Tom Andrews, yes, okay, so he actually just slotted in there 14th. So the only driver yet to go is going to be Brian Rupert in his number 8 Silverado. Let's see, Titletown Sim Racing and Media says, thanks, Dad, gonna try. Dirt isn't your strong suit. All right, so we know. All right, so Titletown Sim Racing and Media, big shout out there. All right, so it looks like that is going to be it. 21 laps to go ahead and get things set. Again, this is just the heat. Just a very, very simple heat to set things up. Let's go ahead and bring that up. So again, it's going to be Joshua Gaiman and Cody Meadows with Aiden Norman and Dylan McDonald, Byron Jones, Jeremy Briault, Briley Wright, Tommy Withers, Tristan Catania, Jacob Blankenship, Alex Zimkowski, and then it looks like James Kerr with just the last row being Ryan Pinnell, Tom Andrews, and Brian Rupert. Again, so 15 trucks going to be here on the Eldora Dirt tonight. And again, this is just a very, very short heat race. 21 laps, get people going. Let's go ahead and actually catch up with these guys right now. That way we know, as you see them there, gridding on pit road. So that is your field. I'll go ahead and back it up and go through one more time. Joshua Gaiman in his number 61, the 88 of Cody Meadows, 62 of Aiden Norman, 38 of Dylan McDonald, 29 of Byron Jones, 74 of Jeremy Briault, Briley Wright in his 51, the 6 of Tommy Withers, 48 of Tristan Catania, 85 of Jacob Blankenship, Alex Zimkowski in his 99, the 75 of James Kerr. Then we're going to have Ryan Pinnell in the 12, the 24 of Tom Andrews, and the 8 of Brian Rupert as they're now pulling off of pit road. We're going to go ahead and catch up with them. You see the pace truck there, and man, this is going to be one hell of a race. All right, so these guys are all ready to go. We should see the we should see the green drop here momentarily. Are y'all ready to go? These guys are. Let's go racing. Ooh, 12 hard on the outside wall as these guys absolutely fanning it out all the way around. So far, no caution has flown. I'm going to go ahead and bring up... Yep, okay, I want to be sure that what I was saying was right. So far, no caution has flown. Let's go ahead and bring up your ticker so you can kind of keep an eye on where everybody is at. Phenomenal battles all the way around. This is the battle right now for P number 1, doing a great job. I mean, if you think about it, these guys having to throw the trucks into the corner all kinds of slideways and not getting back in or not getting in anybody, that takes a lot. Turning left to or turning right to go left is a that really is a talent. There's nothing easy about that whatsoever. All right, let's try that again. Sorry, guys, I'm having just a little bit of difficulty here. There we go. All right, for some reason, I was missing part of my tools. Just the system kind of playing with me just a little bit. Again, Joshua Gaiman just now going purple with a lap of 19.76. So far, the fastest lap out there. Cody Meadows, Aiden Norman, Jeremy Brialt going to be 4th, and Briley Wright still your top 5. Let's go back here just a little bit, move in just a little bit as well, so we can catch more of a shot of exactly what these guys are going through. In fact, you know what? Talking about how much of a talent it really is to get these things to go through, let's jump on board. Let's actually jump on the gyrocam with this 88 and see what he's doing. You see him throw the wheel to the left and then back to the right as he stuffs it up into the wall, but no harm, no foul here. Just going to slow him down just a little bit. But I can't do this. I'm not a big fan of tracks where you've got to use the brake. I'm just no good at them. But never mind having to throw the wheel to the left and then back to the right again just to go back left. Yeah, it is absolutely a skill that you've got to perfect. X-Motion saying, love to see the 12 hit the wall. Well, all right then. How about we go back to that 12 of Ryan Pinnell? There he is now. We'll actually take a look outside of this monster machine as he sits back here in P11. So far, no real big movers. Jeremy Brialt, Briley Wright, and Tommy Withers, as well as Jacob Blankenship, Alex Zimkowski, and Ryan Pinnell, all up 2 spots. Everybody else either down a spot or 2 or are right where they started. Trucks that are right where they started, talking about the leaders still. Joshua Gaiman coming up behind the 12. Cody Meadows sitting P2. Aiden Norman P3. And a little bit further in the back, old Mr. Kerr in this Black Acid number 75. So it looks like the 61, he's going to be able to go ahead and put the 12 1 lap down, as it looks like. Let's go ahead and there we go. I just want to make sure that the ticker was still working for you. In fact, you know what? I'll change that up just a little bit so you've got more information scrolling rather than just waiting on everything to change up as the timing of the tool versus just letting it go. So right now, 61 showing that he's got a pretty good handle on the field. A little bit further back, I think we just saw Tristan Catania go on over and smash that outside wall. Let's go back with him, find out exactly what happened, and then come back to the leader. 7 laps in out of this 21-lap race. Let's find out what happened with the 48. Oh, looks like the 48 and 99 made just a little bit of contact. 99 went up, 48 almost going around, saving it, locking it down, gonna maybe tag the inside wall. Nope, able to save it. Good job by the 48. Let's bring it back live. 75 with James Kerr with a little bit of an issue down there as well. Let's see what happened with James in that Black Acid machine. Looks like the left side of that truck is already damaged. Maybe just trying to get a handle on the... Whoa! Going to tag that inside wall just a bit. And that kind of damage on the front nose will cause you to overheat or cause some issues with RPM. So hopefully that 75 is all right. But again, let's go ahead and bring it back live. I mentioned that Joshua Gaiman ran the fastest lap earlier. Well, he just went purple again with a 19:46. So the 61 continuing to show that he can get it done here in Eldora. And if he's this bad fast in just the heat race, never mind what he's going to be able to do in the 50-lap main that's going to come up right after this. 2 laps remaining here in this heat. And yeah, it is all the 61. The P number 2 being Aiden Norman, 6+ seconds behind. Jeremy Briault, Riley Wright, and Byron Jones right now running P number 5. A whole whopping, what is he? Byron Jones is 12 seconds behind the leader. Final lap, 61's going to come across. No issue whatsoever. Joshua Gaiman going to lead flag to flag here in the heat. And somebody's going to have to do something with that guy if they plan on taking this race from him. So let's go ahead and go through your finishing order. Looks like it's going to be Joshua Gaiman, Aiden Norman, Jeremy Briault back here as those two are going to tango. Briley Wright, Byron Jones up there in the wall as well. But this is all after the checkered flag flew. Alex Zimkowski, Tommy Withers, and others. All right, so these guys are going to have just a little bit of time to, work up a little bit of magic, get used to these trucks under the lights now. Let's actually pop up to the blimp and see what this place looks like under the lights. There we go. Not a bad little track whatsoever. It's gonna be a great race. I'm glad, back in the day, 5-6 years ago now, Tony Stewart decided he was going to go ahead and purchase the place. We've had trucks out here, all kinds of dirt mods. I mean, a lot of great racing, a lot of great memories. And yeah, I'm glad to see it on the actual truck schedule. Trucks should race on dirt, in my opinion. But we know how much opinions are worth, right? All right, so let's go ahead and bring this in a bit. This is Byron Jones in that number 29. So far, Aiden Norman has the fastest time in this warm-up session with a 20:03, just ahead of Jacob Blankenship, Jeremy Briault, Tom Andrews, and James Kerr. The only 5 trucks so far, besides Byron Jones, to go on out there and put up a time in this practice. So Dylan McDonald out there, right now running in P number 2 as he just put up a 20:24. James Kerr pops up to 3rd. I'll go ahead and actually put your scoring tower back up so you guys can see as these guys have run along. And when I do that, let's go ahead and clear that ticker. You don't need to see that, right? You don't need to see the ticker. All right. If you just joined, big welcome to everybody. Thanks for coming out, hanging out, and keeping me company, keeping us all company, whether it's through Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or the Sim Racing channel on Roku TV. This is the ARCS Saturday Night Showdown Truck Series tonight, live from Eldora. trying to get this thing going. So far, the 61 of Joshua Gaiman put on a clinic in the 20-lap heat race. We're looking forward to the 50-lap main feature. There will be a stage break right around lap 20, lap 25. No pit stops tonight. Everybody will be able to make it on with what they have. No need to pit for tires, no need to pit for fuel, nothing like that. It's all out on the line the entire 50 laps, and 50 laps on a dirt track is going to fly by. So you're definitely in for a great treat, and it's not going to take you all that long. So you're going to see just how fast your favorite driver is going to be able to move on up through the field. I mentioned earlier that tonight's race is brought to you by two co-sponsors. One is Midwest Barbecue Equipment, or MidwestBarbecueEquipment.com. I'll go ahead and repost their website out there in chat right now. And of course, over on Instagram, Chicks and Honey, CHIX, the and sign, Honey. It's an Instagram page all about teaching people how to create a self-sufficient homestead. They're teaching others how to turn raw land into self-sufficient property. Everything from solar, self-building your house, creating a garden, and raising your own animals to provide meat, dairy, and the goods to your family. So go on over, look them up, Chicks and Honey, in the comments. Tell them Repeat sent you. And thank you very much. Definitely appreciate it. I appreciate it. These guys appreciate it. They always know, or always like to know, that there's others out there watching these guys put on a show as they do every single week. All right, so as you see, the warm-up clock is down to 0. I'll go ahead and put up the grid here in just a moment, so we'll see how these guys are going to go ahead and line up. Let's go ahead and put that grid up for you right now. All right, again, so the grid is going to go off of the first heat. So it looks like Joshua Gaiman now is going to be on pole with Aiden Norman to his outside. Jeremy Briley Wright going to be row number 2. Byron Jones and Alex Zimkowski row 3. Tommy Withers and Tristan Catania row 4. Row 5, P number 9 is going to be Jacob Blankenship with Ryan Pinnell. Cody Meadows and Tom Andrews. Behind these guys going to be James Kerr, Dylan McDonald, and Brian Rupert. So that's going to be your 15 truck field here at Eldora. And again, big welcome to everybody that just joined as you see these guys rolling off track. All right, let's go ahead and bring up your scoring pylon, bring up all your information that you're going to need for this entire race, and let's get ready to set this field on fire one more time. I hope y'all are ready to go. I absolutely am. This 50 laps going to be a lot of fun. Again, these guys put on a great race every single time. Let's get ready. Take a quick look at the weather and what these guys are going to have to deal with, or what kind of information we've got. Looks like it's going to be just about 79-degree air temperature and a 70-degree track temp. So the dirt's nice and cool. Going to have a lot of grip. You're going to see a lot of these guys turning left and then back to the right to go left one more time, all the while really working that throttle to have the best possible outcome. All right, as you see, coming off of turn number 4, let's get ready to roll. Bring it back to the Barney the flag man. Green flag's out. Let's go racing. So I mentioned that this race was going to go fast. That is one lap already in the books. A quick 22.2 second lap for most. Others falling behind. 61 of Joshua Gaiman right now, picking up right where he left off. Some slower trucks that aren't, maybe dirt's not their thing, just like me. Dirt is not my thing. I'm not a big fan of having to steer the wrong way in order to turn laps around this place. Alpha Geo Draco, thank you very much for coming out. Glad to see you. Double checked what stream was going. Yeah, this is the ARCS Saturday Night Showdown Truck Series live from Eldora tonight. Good to see you out there. I am doing all right, Alpha. Let's go ahead and actually take you through the field one by one and starting to get just a little bit of separation and reintroduce you to everybody one more time. We'll start with our leader, and again, it's going to be Joshua Gaiman and just his on board with this number 61. P number 2 right now is going to be Jeremy Briault in his number 74 Haviland Ford F-150. Briley Wright back here in his number 51. Can't make out the sponsor just yet. Byron Jones back here in his Patriot Esports TJ's team, number 29 out of Goodyear, Arizona. And just as I take a look at Byron Jones, Joshua Gaiman just went purple, fastest lap of the race with a 1955. And then this guy, Cody Meadows, in this number 88 Diet Dew Silverado, he went purple with a 1950. Right behind is going to be Aiden Norman. But by the way, Cody Meadows out of Martinsville, Virginia. Aiden Norman back here. Last lap was a 1961 from Dobson, North Carolina. It is number 62. Alex Zimkowski a little bit further back from Chicago, Illinois, and his number 99. Ryan Pinnell a little bit further back in his number 12. Monster Energy Ford F-150 from Good Hope, Georgia. Tristan Catania, this number 48 Silverado, this RaceArcs.com machine. It's right now sitting P10, down 2 spots from where he started. Jacob Blankenship right behind him in his number 85 Ford F-150. And then we've got Thomas Andrews rocking P number 12 right where he started, and his number 24 Silverado Exalta machine. Looks like behind him is going to be Tommy Withers in his number 6 Exide, also Silverado. James Kerr in his Black Acid Toyota TRD from Snow Camp, North Carolina. And then to round out the field, unfortunately, the guy was not able to get up, get going, and get dirty with the rest of these drivers. Going to be Brian Rupert from Trenton, Ohio. So that is through your field. Let's go ahead and clear that out. Let's go ahead and get back with everybody else and keep up and keep on keeping on. All right, let's go ahead. Sorry about that. Let's get back down and dirty with some of the guys that are still out here. As you see, Joshua Gaiman now with a 1.8 second lead on the rest of the field. Whole lot of dirt being slung all the way through in a decent gap between just about everybody. So we took a lap around earlier with Joshua Gaiman. Let's actually catch up with the 74 of Jeremy Briault as he is hard on that throttle. Look at that truck dig. Tires all the way over, hard over to the right. All kinds of throttle control to get that thing digging way up on the cushion. Many drivers up there as well. Some making contact with the wall, others not so much. But let's jump on board with the 74. We'll actually jump on board with the nose and see what he's seeing. Yellow flag's out. Let's go ahead and clear that up. Looks like Alex Zimkowski is going to be a person of interest in this. Let's see if maybe we can catch up with Alex. We'll change up our camera just a little bit. Looks like Thomas Andrews and Alex Zimkowski possibly. Let's start with Alex and see exactly what happened right now. So here is that Milwaukee number 99. Looks like he got a good entrance into the corner. Maybe just a little high up, a little bit too much wheel. Ended up going around, and the 12 is just going to come on up and T-bone this number 99. Let's actually go back with the 12 and replay that from his view. Nowhere at all to go for Ryan Pennell. Let's go ahead and back this up the old-fashioned way. All right, let's go ahead and stop it, and let's play it out. So you see the 99 just in front of him. 12 looks like he's all right. Again, up on that cushion, really getting that thing, digging it, pow! Right into the driver's side door. The 85 had nowhere to go. That's Jacob Blankenship. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. What a shot to the driver's side door. I tell you what, some of these drivers really invest heavily in their racing equipment. Some of these wheels, depending on what kind of force feedback you've got set up, that can be a huge, huge shot into the door, and that can absolutely rip the wheel right out of your hand. I've heard some people, saying that they've gotten hurt. So let's go on up, heading into turn number 1. Shot right after the flag stand. The entire field getting on by, and we're going to keep with that second place driver, Jeremy Briault. I just saw somebody pop in there. I'm not quite sure who that was with the follow, but thank you very much for it. Definitely appreciate it. And, yeah, welcome aboard. I think that was Cowboy Tech, and caution number 2 is going to fly on lap number 20. This is going to be the stage caution. So no issue in the back. Just bringing out the yellow for the stage. It looks like Joshua Gaiman up there in P number 1. He's going to go ahead and grab max stage points. Jeremy Briault, Cody Meadows, Briley Wright, and Dylan McDonald gonna be your top 5. So that's who's gaining max points. Aiden Norman, Byron Jones, Jacob Blankenship, Tristan Catania, and Ryan Pennell was 6th through 10th. So there you go. Lights atop the pace truck are still on. Joshua Gaiman just going to continue to lead. Nobody's going to have to come on down pit road. They've got enough fuel. They've got enough tires. Here, it doesn't really even look like that line is getting worked in just yet. You do see a little bit of a line up high that is being built in, but that's mainly just been from the guys that have been running up there. If you've just joined, you're right in time. This field just about halfway through with this race. As you can see over there on the Midwest Barbecue scoring pylon, working lap number 23 of 50. Lights atop the pace car or pace truck have now gone out. Everybody off turn number 2. As you can see, they're up on the track map, going through turns 3 and 4. Barney should see the field here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and pick up with him. There goes the pace truck making his left turn towards Albuquerque. Let's go. Green flag's out. We're back racing. Little bit of contact going into the corner, but look at these guys having to sort this all out. They are 3 wide right now. 38 of McDonald, or 74, and then the 85 all the way up high. One hell of a shot. That is definitely clip worthy when we're talking about dirt racing. Absolutely great job by all to hold their lines, individual lines, as it looks like 38 went on up. I'm sorry, not 38, 74 went up and tagged that outside wall, and doing one hell of a job. Halfway now. If y'all want to know how to keep up with ARCS Racing, there it is on the top of your scoring pylon at ARCS_racing over on Twitter. These guys race 7 nights a week, whether it's truck, Xfinity, Cup, road, no matter what it is. These guys put on some kind of a show each and every race. They've got their own in-house broadcaster. Also, Rick James picks up Thursday Night Thunder. I pick him up for the Saturday Night Showdown series. And again, every single night of the week, these guys have got some kind of action going on. Let's go ahead and widen out your view again and see exactly what these guys are doing. Backstretch and the front stretch, very, very short all the way through. So far, though, Joshua Gaiman all the way up in front. He's got a good 1.8 seconds over Briley Wright in P number 2. Great battle right now for P number 3 between Aiden Norman and Cody Meadows. Aiden Norman in that number 62. Cody Meadows in that number 88. Diet Mountain Dew Dale Jr. throwback sitting right there, throwing it into the corner underneath the 62. 62 should have the line, all kinds of momentum coming off. This is probably right now the best battle on track. A little bit further back, I think we might see Byron Jones back here with a couple of guys just in front of him. Let's actually jump on board with Byron Jones through his gyro, see exactly what he's seeing out of his cockpit. And speaking of cockpit, let's actually change that up. Let's go with the nose. He's gotten past those guys. Let's go ahead and widen that out one more time. Let's look back from him between Jacob Blankenship and the 38 right now. Dylan McDonald with quite a bit of support out there in chat. You got the 85 and even more, but quite a few people are actually starting to fall further and further behind as the 48 of Tristan Catania just went a lap down to the leader, and 99 also having an issue. The 61 really had to check up, adjust his line before throwing it into the corner and working his way through. Again, if you just joined, yes, I'm Pete Ruzick, best known as Repeater Rate Pete 1975 from back in the console days. Thanks for coming out on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or yes, the brand new Sim Racing channel through Roku TV. Absolutely welcome aboard. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to crank this up. We're going to jump on board with Joshua Gaiman. We got 15 laps to go, and that's it. This race is just about over. But let's jump on board into the cockpit with the 61, see how he's getting around this very, very short dirt track, and see what he's having to do as well with lap traffic. Turn it up. Better yet, why don't I help you turn it up for you? Let's go. There we go. Caution flags out with 11 laps to go, which means we're going to go back racing with less than 10 remaining. Looks like Alex Zimkowski and Ryan Pinnell had just a little bit of an issue in the back. So let's find out what happened as the 61 gets collected by the pace truck. Let's find out what happened with Alex and Ryan right now. Ooh, hard shot, nowhere to go for others. Let's actually go ahead and replay that. Ooh. And how about from Ryan Pinnell? Oh. Hard shots all the way around. Yeah, Cowboy Tech, I have to absolutely agree with you. Great big ouch. Great big ouch. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. Yeah, sent it a little too hard. That 12, he was all over the place. Not quite sure if he was trying to save it or what the issue was, but definitely all over the place. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. Green flag back out. Let's go. 7 laps remaining. Going all the way through, and man, some guys a little bit further in the back. I'm actually going to keep it right here and let these guys come all the way through. You see him exiting turns 3 and 4, and they're going to come screaming by in just a second or two. Here they come. Battle for the lead. Cody Meadows, brand new driver up front. Let's see if he can hold off the 61. He's got that truck high, wide, and handsome, using as much of the oh, come on. The apron. No, not the apron. I forget what they call it. Cushion. There we go. The cushion that's up there. So if he can keep up right where he is and keep the 61 pinched down, he might have enough momentum to come up off the corner. But now they go ahead and exchange spots. 4 laps to go here from Eldora. 61 back in the lead. Cody Meadows right now P2. Looks like Byron Jones in that 29 Patriot Esports machine has had a little bit of an issue in the back. But Cody Meadows returning. Aiden Norman right now P number 3. 3 laps to go now. Doesn't look like anybody is going to have anything for Joshua Gaiman. He was very, very strong in the first initial 20-lap heat race. Very strong in the beginning of the race before they took their stage break. And under that caution, they were able to rack and stack back up. But the 88 tried with all his might to hold that 61 back using the cushion up high. As you see him really just rim riding all the way around. Look at the dirt fly. Aiden Norman P3, Briley Wright P4, Jeremy Briel P number 5. And these guys doing everything that they can. White flag is out. Let's go. Can the 88 get underneath? They are side by side. They're going to tango just a little bit. Great job by the 88 to hold it up. It's going to be a race to the line. And that was it. Wow. Phenomenal finish. 88 threw it in there, did everything that he could possibly do to take the W. Just not able to get it done. Great effort, though, by the 88 of Meadows. Let's go ahead and clear the boards and let this guy have all of the excitement to himself. All right, you know right where he's going. He's gonna bring it on over to victory lane. Nope, he's gonna. Looks like he's gonna. Yep, he is. He's going to bring it on over to victory lane. The opposite way around. He's going to bring it up the right way. Yep, there he is. Going to make that turn if he can. Bring it up on stage. And it will be a great shot for the 61. Again, congratulations to the one and only Joshua Gaiman, your winner here at Eldora. All right, ladies and gents, stay put, please. We will have post-race interviews. We're going to talk to Aiden Norman first, Cody Meadows second, and then our winner in just a moment. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gents, we are back, and I'm going to have our top three live in the booth. We're going to first kick it off with the number 62 Toyota TRD for the one and only Aiden Norman. Aiden, one hell of a race. Kicked it off first with a 20-lap heat race with absolutely a lot of great racing all the way around, a lot of side-by-side. Even saw some three-wide racing all throughout a couple spots of the field. Track seemed like it was pretty sticky. I didn't really see a whole lot of people losing it right off the bat. How was the race for you? Talk us through it if you don't mind. And then what are you thinking about this P3 finish you got here?
I mean, first of all, the P3 finish is great because as I talk you through the race, you're going to understand that coming into this, I had no experience in these trucks on dirt. I've run very few races on dirt in general, just a few street stock races. So I wasn't expecting much tonight for the start of the playoffs, but this went about as good as it could for me.
Yeah, talking about the start of the playoffs, this is the start of round 2, playoff race number 1. We've got, obviously, Eldora now in the books. Next week, we're going to go to Kansas. And then after that, we're going to go back short track racing again, but this time on asphalt at the Glass Great Coliseum. Talking about Bristol Motor Speedway. How much are you looking forward to the next 2 races in this round?
Hopefully, I mean, I'm looking forward to them. They're fun tracks, obviously. I'm just hoping that I can stick some good finishes in there, try and advance as far as I can, because coming in as a rookie, I've been fighting against some really tough competition. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at now and how far I've made it, but I'd like to make it farther too.
I get it, man. And what you said, about racing on dirt, man, I am not a fan either. I don't get the whole concept of, turning right to go left. I mean, I can hit the gas pedal down as well as the next person, but all the wheel control, throttle control, and everything else that you've got to be able to do at this track, yeah. You just go ahead and count me out. So, man, big props to you. Congratulations on this P3 finish, man. Any quick, friends, family, and sponsors you need to get out there?
I mean, obviously, shout out to you because you broadcast all these races. You do an amazing job. Shout out to the SNS admins and everyone at ARCS. And shout out to Cody and Josh. Both of them were flying on track tonight. And I don't think anyone else was competing for the win except for those two.
Well, man, one more time, congratulations on the bottom step of this podium. And we'll definitely see you again next week, Kansas Motor Speedway.
All right, thank you, Pete.
You got it, buddy. All right, let's go ahead and bring up driver 88 of that Dale Jr. throwback. That Silverado looking bad fast. Almost held off Joshua Gaiman after that restart with about, 7 or 8 laps to go. Cody, it's repeat. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, one hell of a finish. If that caution didn't come out, do you think you would have had a shot at the 61? And what more did you need to keep them behind you?
Oh, I think I would have had a shot if what happened in the heat didn't happen. But that's a whole different ball game. It was a heck of a race. Congrats to Josh. I give him props. I mean, the last time we ran dirt, it was Bristol, and it was me and him neck and neck. So I expected nothing less. He qualified where he qualified. I was right behind him every step of the way. It's always going to be a great race between us two. And but I was coming. That's really all I can say.
No doubt, man. I saw you really up on the high side, using every bit of that cushion. Your throttle control looked amazing. Watching that mud get slung all over the place. Phenomenal finish. We're moving on to Kansas Motor Speedway and then Bristol to finish out the second round of the playoffs. What do you think of the rest of the races in this round? And do you see maybe one spot better moving forward?
I feel like that tonight, tonight was my best shot. But I wouldn't say better, but I do know where my head is for the rest of this season and playoffs.
All right, bud. And of course, last but not least, any quick, friends, family, sponsors you need to get out there for that 88?
If I was running my setup from my setup, my original paint, Premier Racing setup, so Ryan Billy Racing, Kevtron Media. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I haven't done this in a while.
That should make this all that much sweeter, buddy.
Runaway Chassis, Saints of Speed, Smith Racing Development, JKR, and if my buddy still does it, T46 Graphics. He's got some killer paints. Pete, you for coming out, and it's really nice seeing you in the booth again. I enjoyed your streams, and to witness it again firsthand, it's a blast.
Oh man, I definitely appreciate that as well.
Family for letting me race. The usual.
There you go. Well, Cody, we'll definitely see you next week when we go Highline Racing one more time, except this time it's not a cushion. We're talking about Kansas Motor Speedway, so congratulations on the second rung of the podium this week.
Thank you, Pete.
You got it, buddy. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring up the one and only Joshua Gaiman. He definitely put that number 61 Toyota TRD through its paces, no doubt about it. Not only that, but he went ahead and grabbed the Smeal Racing Designs Podium Award. So congratulations there also, Joshua. You got a copy, sir?
I got you.
Man, phenomenal finish. I tell you what, you, the 88, were clearly the class of the field. When that caution came out with about 7 laps to go, did you think that there was going to be one hell of a fight on your hands, or were you feeling pretty confident with the kind of race that you had already put down?
I mean, I was definitely confident. But I knew Cody's fast on dirt, so I was gonna have to put up a good defense there for the first couple of laps, at least. But he threw a pretty good slider on me and cleared me really good, so I just kind of did what I know how to do to get back by him again. I knew I was a little bit quicker in just pure pace, but not by much. So I just had to put the truck in the right spot, and luckily I did.
Yeah, we were watching while the 88 was up high, really using the cushion and the momentum to try to keep you pinned down underneath them, and then ultimately you were able to get on by on the low side, and they kind of swap positions. You were then up high, he was down low, trying to do everything that he could, but in the end, the win only came down to .05. I mean, that is the slightest of margins to go ahead and grab this W, man. What does this win on dirt in Eldora mean to you? And then what are you thinking about the rest of this round here in the playoffs, going to Kansas next week and then Bristol Motor Speedway the following week?
It's definitely huge for me. Anytime that I go to a dirt race, I want to win because it's just what I grew up around. But it's also big because I'm not 100% sure how good I am at Kansas. I did pretty good at Vegas and other similar tracks. We ran Chicagoland as well. I don't think I did so good there, to be honest. But I did okay at Nashville, and there's been a couple of tracks that are just basically the same track with a slightly different banking. So yeah, I don't know how I'll do there. Try to just keep it in the top 10. The first round's not too much of a worry. Because I think it goes down to like 12 or whatever it is after that, and then Bristol, that's always a fun one, so I'm definitely looking forward to Bristol.
Yeah, Bristol's a phenomenal time by itself, and I can't wait. There's something about Bristol Motor Speedway and the restrictor plate races that just bring the entire organization together. It's just everybody loves those tracks. I mean, they are a couple of the crown jewels, so it's like Daytona, Bristol, Indy, and then the Coke 600 are what they used to call the crown jewel races a while back. Not quite sure if they still do. Well, we got to kind of throw Darlington into that mix also. But man, congratulations on this W. Again, top rung of the Smeal Racing Designs podium. Smeal Racing Designs pole award as well. You have done the best that you could possibly do from start to finish here tonight, Joshua. Congratulations. Any quick friends, family, sponsors do you need to get out there?
Yeah, big shout out to 213 Simware. Just carrying on that streak of good luck, and ever since I put it on all my cars, they got a Labor Day deal going on. Use code LABOR at checkout. So I got a shirt up there, I got a jersey, and pretty cool wall hanger.
Yo, I got to shout out 213 Simware as well. They recently became the official swag partner of the Sim Racing channel over on Roku TV. So whether you're watching tonight on Roku TV, Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, please go on over, just like Joshua said, 213simware.com. And now the official partner, swag partner that is, of the Sim Racing channel on Roku. Joshua, congratulations one more time. And of course, I got to get out our official league sponsors. Going to go ahead and put Midwest Barbecue Equipment out there on, MidwestBarbecueEquipment.com, I should say, out there in chat. Guys, go on over, look them up. Whether you need big equipment for a tow behind to get to the next race, or you need something small for yourself, go on over, look through. Absolutely, amazed by the quality workmanship all the way through. And then, of course, Chicks and Honey, CHIX, the and sign Honey, on Instagram. It's an Instagram page all about teaching people how to create a self-sufficient homestead, teaching others how to turn raw land into self-sufficient property, everything from solar, self-building your house, creating a garden, and raising your own animals to provide meat, dairy, and goods for your family. I tell you what, with the prices of everything rising and going up and up and up, wouldn't it be nice to just rely on yourself and your home for almost everything that you need? Again, I've been I'm Pete Ruzick, repeat 1975 from back in the day. Definitely want to thank everybody that came out, hung out, chatted up, kept me and everybody else that's been there all night long company. It's been a phenomenal race. I think we should go ahead and pass along the love that y'all have going on right now. How about we pick up with old Ferret Man out there playing Forza Horizon 5? Let's go ahead and send him some love, send him a quick raid, and tell them I sent you. Have a great race, good night, and we'll see you again very soon.